Good morning, gamers. Welcome back. I am the AMDM Lee, and this is Phantom Games. And we are doing our... What are we doing? Well, we're doing a lot, Jim. Now, tonight, we're going to do some... Well, I don't know. I guess they're announcements. So, tonight I have my Tarim Knights. Tarim Knights? I don't like the Tarim Knights. They've got to come up with a name for themselves. So, I've got that game session tonight, that campaign tonight in Tarim. And then Sunday night, I have the Bridgewater Knights. So, and you know what? I've got only one more 30-day challenge after this one. I don't have any more after that. I got to come up with some like original content at that point. I'm scared. I'm so very scared. All right, anyway. So let's get into this 30 days of game mastering challenge. We are on day 7, and this was put out by triplecrit.com. They're a blogging site that has stuff for players, for GMs, for just tabletop RPGing in general. It's just some good stuff there. You just need to go check it out. So, yesterday we talked about world building, what's your process. Today, we're on day 7, and it's how do you prep for the start of a campaign? Alright, so here's what I do, which is no form or fashion the definitive way of doing this. This is not the correct way or incorrect way of doing this, because this is an RPG and there's thousands of people who love it. No matter which RPG it is, there's thousands of people who love it, and they're going to have their own way of doing things. So I'm going to let you know my way. So the first thing I do is I get my players. Once I have characters created, I'll let them create backstories and, all right, how is this related to this, and what are your goals? I'll give you an example. The last big campaign I ran, it started off with the players were trying to find, one of the players was trying to find a orc artifact for his tribe, and it led him to an elven kingdom where the artifact had been lost. The elves had it, and it had been lost, so they went on and they were off to do it. Well, so I built this whole thing. The first thing I do is I find out what the players are, what their backgrounds are, what their motivations are, who they are. Then I build around it. My campaigns, a lot of times, are player-centric. There'll be one or two people, and the more background they give me, the more I can play with their story. You know, the more people I can introduce from their past and things like that. So I build the campaign by picking one or two things, and I'll be honest with you, I build it slowly over the course of the campaign. My 20 was stuck. I built that last one over the course. The artifact actually was a shard from the Eye of Grumsh. When his eye was removed, it shattered, and I decided it had shattered into 9 specific shards, and those shards were hidden away in items all across Faerun. So once the players realized this, they proceeded to collect the shards. And so that was the campaign for them to collect the shards, because there was an orcish army was also in the process of trying to collect them, causing just crap to happen. Like a massive, largest orcish army that man had seen in a millennia type thing. The orcs were just overrunning everything. So that's what I did. And they had all strung under a new banner and all this stuff. So that's what I had based it around. And I built it up just by listening and reading what the players had given me in their backgrounds. So that's how I build a campaign. That's how I decide what I'm going to do for a campaign is I look at the players' backgrounds. I look at the stories they give me. And I try to work from that. Now, I have a game on my Sunday, the Bridgewater Knights game. That's such an ongoing campaign that I do not build necessarily a campaign out of it. It is more of what are the players doing and here's what happens in the world around them and how are they reacting. So that's what that campaign is. So it's not necessarily I don't have a set thing going on. It's all based on my players. Everything I do as a GM is in response to something the players have done in the past in their character background or something that they've done recently in game. That's how I work my campaigns. It's very much sandbox. And what I classify as a campaign is going from level 1 to a point where I can go, okay, I've told this story, I need to break from this story. So my campaign is either the players retire from 1 to 20, that's a campaign, or 1 to 10, I'll break it up. So either my players retire or something else happens. The characters retire, I should say. And if I have a story that would go great with some previous characters, I'll say, all right, these guys are back, and here's what's happening. But my campaign prep is the same as my world building. My campaign prep is my world building. And I start with just one town. And I keep looking back at over here, and look over there. I just start with one town. And that's how I prep for a campaign. I get all of the player information that I can. Any bit of background from the players, anything that they might say. If they don't give me a lot of story background, you have to listen because during gameplay, they're going to say something. And then I'm going to use that later on. You have to listen to your players. That's the number one thing of prepping for a campaign, or a session, or anything else, which we'll talk about sessions more tomorrow. But listen to the players. Listen to their character backgrounds, and you can build a beautiful campaign story. That's all I got for now, guys. If you like these videos, please click on the like button. If you think someone else would like them, please click on the share button. Every like is an inspiration, every share is an advantage, and every subscription is an experience point. I'm trying to reach second level, so I need 300 experience points. I'll be happy with 22. Just one more. Always just one more. So, and don't forget also, because now I know my players have stopped listening, if you share this video, I'll give you 10 experience points from the AMDM to you. Just tell your DM that the AMDM has authorized 10 experience points for any video that I share, that I have. If you share it, you get 10. That's all I got for now, guys. I will see you in the next game. Bye. Be gone from me, heathen.